We have gone into a new age, an age where it does not matter how many employees you have in order to control and dominate your market. It matters how useful and effective are your employees, right? One of the good examples of this is Telegram. Now, Telegram is valued about $30 billion. It's an online messaging platform. And guess what? They only have about 30 employees. That means each employee is responsible for about $1 billion in revenue. Now, if you take Microsoft or one of these other companies, that number is around $400,000 per employee. Now, why does this matter? Because employees need to increase the output of the business, right? They're not, if they don't increase the output, there's no reason they should be there. But on average, us as small business owners, we go and we hire an employee, and we're like, okay, they're gonna bring in, $300,000 or $400,000 in top line revenue per like employee I have, right? The issue with that is with these AI tools. Now employees can bring in $5, $6, $7 million in top line per employee. And what happens is that if you have 5 or 6 employees that are able to do $5, $6 million each in top line, you're going to dominate a business or another competitor whose employees are only doing $400,000 in top line, even if they have 5, 6 times as many employees. And that's one of the huge shifts that's happening right now, where it's so easy to get ahead and control your competition, just because you don't need a lot of employees. You just need high quality people who know how to use AI, know how to use these tools to basically take what they do. Maybe they spend 40 hours a week doing tasks, take those tasks, get AI to get that down to maybe only 5 hours per week, and now they can add another 35 hours of more efficient tasks. But they can also use AI and leverage AI, which allows them to basically do the same thing someone 3 years ago would spend 200 or 300 hours per week doing. And that's very powerful, and that allows you to really just add speed and go across that runway and completely control and dominate your competition. Now already 40% of productivity boost from AI, and there's an additional $4.4 trillion in potential value that will be added from AI, just from employees learning AI tools, right? And on average, that's going to save 9 hours per week of work. And 78% of organizations now use AI. The issue is they just don't know how to actually use AI, and they don't realize that different tools are designed for different things. They're not all the same, and it's not just Google. Many businesses are leaving a lot of money on the table, and the reality is that only 1% of companies are actually mature, like with understanding and deploying AI to improve operational efficiency, which can fall under saving time, increasing revenue. Basically, just they know how to leverage AI properly. And 74% struggle to scale beyond, maybe ChatGPT, or maybe going on retail AI and maybe trying to build a receptionist, spend 30 minutes and then I don't understand this stuff and then I fail. And 92% plan to add AI, but they just don't know where to add AI. And the AI leverage framework. So there's 3 ways you can really use AI. There's personal, right? So that's maybe your calendar or anything related to your personal, something that you would hire a personal assistant for. There's team AI. So people on your team become more productive, right? How can they, Susan does these consulting audits. How can she leverage Claude and build a Claude project to just do these audits and create these PDFs for her? How can she use Claude to create slides? Like, these slides are made with Claude. I don't actually make any of these, to make YouTube videos or something of that nature. And operational AI. How can we automate, this follow-up? How can we, close clients with AI? How can we leverage AI, ChatGPT to get our business recommended more so we can get more leads, right? There's a lot of ways you can really, implement and leverage AI within your business. Now, for the personal one, you can not only do emails, you can do reports, you can do research, right? I can have it research different topics. If I'm meeting someone, I can have it research that person in depth before I meet with them, and give me pain points to talk about. Brainstorming, planning, customer communication, content creation, team leverage, right? If I can save 5 employees 9 hours per week, that's 45 hours. And at $30 an hour, that's $70,000 per year in productivity saved. And now, obviously, if you're a doctor or something, you're charging more than $30 an hour. So you can get the math. And really, an easy way to spot where should I be adding ads? What is repetitive, right? It usually comes down to like if you've done this before, or if you started a business, you kind of know, like, I need to look at what I'm doing. What is repetitive? Can I create SOPs around that? And can I delegate to someone else? And then I usually jump into this manager role, right? And sometimes that manager role ends up being more time consuming than just doing the work. But with AI, when you manage AI, it's a lot easier to manage. And so what you do is you train on specific use cases. You create shared prompts and templates, and you measure how much time this is actually saving. And in fact, actually, people who are leveraging AI are actually way more likely to get jobs. So if you're looking for a job, you should learn AI, because you will get a job way easier. Now, customer service, 14% resolved hours. Sales, 47% more productive. A huge lot of value in sales. Development, faster coding. That's obvious. If you're a developer, you know this. It's like 10 times easier. You can do 10 times as much. Marketing, I can have AI generate images and content. I can have it do almost anything I want to do marketing related. And then any specific operations within your vertical, it can also do. Now, how do you actually get started? So there's a few different types of assistants. One is going to be general, right? So ChatGPT. ChatGPT is think of it more like a Google. It's not, and it's good at generating images. I would say if you want to generate a social media post, use ChatGPT. But if you want to do a PDF report, if you want to do like a deep kind of breakdown, something that you're sending B2B, kind of sending to a client, I would suggest using Claude. Claude's going to be the best for that. If you want to know anything, like maybe you're trading stocks and stuff, Grok is really good at that. Coding, Claude Code is really good at that. You want to generate images, you have Nano Banana, Gemini, which is, in my opinion, not as good at ChatGPT's, OpenAI's. Better right now. And then you also have a lot of other tools as well that are built off of AI, like Lovable. That's a huge one. You have N8N, you have Retail AI. You have like there's so many tools out there that it's really like, what is your specific use case, and then what are the tools that I need for that. But Claude is, you should be using Claude. And Claude is like the Microsoft AI, right? It's kind of the business AI. ChatGPT, they're trying to be more your best friend AI. So think of it as more like the Meta AI. But yeah, there is such a huge productivity boost with people who use AI. In fact, 4.8 times faster productivity growth in AI adapted industries. Now, what does that specifically mean? It means that, like, if you're adding AI, your business will grow a lot faster than if you are not adding AI. Now, if you know a business owner that needs to know this stuff, or you know a business owner who's, looking to scale, maybe you're a business owner who's looking to scale and really leverage AI and say, hey, how can I actually take advantage of this, and how can I, get ahead? Because, like, maybe you're a small business, maybe you're a large business, doesn't matter, but AI is going to affect your day-to-day life. It's going to affect your business. Maybe you're an employee. If you know AI, it will help you get more jobs. I mean, there's a million reasons why you should know AI, and you should invest in yourself to learn AI and learn these tools and learn how to leverage these within business. If you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe so you can see more videos. Like and leave a comment if you have any questions. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Remember that AI is always something that's always evolving. This isn't something that you just learn ChatGPT and then you don't need to learn anything else. No, it's a consistent learning thing, and you need to have people who are up to date and understand and are really obsessed and in detail with this topic, so you can understand what is the new things that are coming out and how does this benefit me, how can I use this, how can I take what are direct action steps I can take from this and actually leverage AI.